All right, people, we got some big news. There is a bill that's been introduced that would prevent crypto endorsements by the president, Congress, and other high cabinet officials or government elected officials. Now, there's kind of like a secret good and bad to this. Now, on the surface, this is all good because it prevents corruption, obviously. You can't be like, hey, endorse my crypto company. I'll pay you some money under the table. It would actually prevent government officials from using their status, their title, and their reputation as someone in power to actually create their own projects and profit billion dollars off those projects and then rug pull them. So on the surface, it's all good. Now, there's a little bit of a caveat in that like some of these government officials might only be pro crypto because they can benefit like this. If you take that incentive away, they might not be so crypto. So like technically like doing this stuff, being incentivized by having your own coin or as a government official would probably be a bad thing. But for those of us in the crypto industry that want them to actually pass pro crypto bills, that may be not such a bad thing. It's a bad thing for their followers who aren't really into crypto and who might actually buy their coin because it's legal now and they would be able to grift them and that coin will be worthless later. But to those of us that really want the support of these guys, getting these crypto bills passed may not be such a great thing as it could actually be harder. Now, why did they introduce this? Well, obviously it's because of Trump coin and Melania coin. The Stablecoin Act, the Genius Act, which should be passed but is being held up because of Trump coin and Melania coin, would actually be passed if these anti-corruption laws were passed as well. I think the people holding them up have actually said that, hey, we will pass that landmark stablecoin bill if you pass the bill. If you actually pass the bill to disallow the president, Congress, and basically high-level government officials from creating their own coin or endorsing their own coin. So essentially, a president generally is not supposed to endorse products, companies, and I think that should stretch to crypto as well. I personally think that this should have been been an unsaid rule, but now since they're actually going to codify it, I'm actually 100% for this, despite the fact that it actually might make some of the more pro crypto bills harder to pass because it takes out some of the incentive for maybe some of these government officials. Because just on the surface, there's no reason not to pass it. Presidents already can't endorse products or companies until after their presidency. Once you leave the White House, you can actually endorse things. You just can't really do it while you're in office. That's kind of like the unspoken rule. That's why, none of the past presidents have been like, hey, buy this washing machine. It's awesome, while they're in office. Now, after they left office, I don't know if any of them have done that, but since you're not the president anymore, you can actually have commercial endorsements. Just like, you don't really write your memoir while you're in office. You kind of write your memoir when you leave office. You're supposed to wait until you leave office to make the big money and not while you're in office making the big money. Obviously, Trump has actually denied any profit taking in Trump coin and says he's not really involved in it. I don't really think anyone really believes that because his foundation owns like 80% of the coins and they did just transfer tens of millions to Coinbase and other exchanges to actually sell. So look for a dump incoming for Trump coin based on those statistics. However, I actually do hope that this anti-corruption bill passes. Might not be great for Trump coin and Melania coin, but those people that bought at $75 are pretty screwed anyways. So they're pretty much lost most of their money. They should have passed this earlier, but they probably didn't predict that the current president would actually set up his meme coin. Although that should have been more obvious because he kind of hinted at it even before he came into office, and he did actually a promo before he came into office. So they should have actually passed something about that last time. So yeah, overall, I think this is a solid bill. Obviously, the president shouldn't do it. Then the cabinet shouldn't do it. High-level officials shouldn't do it, and definitely Congress shouldn't do it. So this would actually prevent like Nancy Pelosi like essentially making her own coin and promoting her own coin. Now, I'm not really sure if this includes like insider information trading. I do support the AOC Elizabeth Warren bill that prevents congressmen from trading while they're in office. I think that should be a no-brainer, but there are a lot of congressmen that actually are against that. And I think that should actually extend to crypto as well, just to take out the effect of insider trading. So yeah, I really do hope they pass this bill. And then when this bill is passed, sooner or later, I hope they pass the stablecoin genius bill, because that one is actually necessary to crypto development. And so you get like, good stablecoin regulations, and you take out a lot of the possible corruption in politics in regards to crypto. So I think the crypto bill, even without that incentive, it'll eventually get there, because I think it'll be politically unviable to be like anti-crypto, like super anti-crypto in the future. But right now, like I do think we need to set some groundwork and set some ground rules on what can and can't be done, like for government officials who actually have influence. And I'm pretty sure like they'll come to an agreement to actually pass this bill. They might have like something to say about like the profits that are already made from Trump coin or Melania coin. You might be able to keep those. But yeah, like if this bill passes, those of you that are still holding Trump coin and Melania coin might just be a little screwed. So I'm not really sure if I would buy in right now. So yeah, I hope this bill passes. I hope stablecoin genius bill passes, and we can get the ball rolling on crypto. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.